To share with you guys. It's one of those spots in poker where it's not always easy to know what to do, and you know, I personally don't even know if what I did is really correct in the long run as far as GTO play goes. Probably isn't because it's hard to be perfectly optimal. However, this is how I've been handling these spots for most of my poker career, and I've had a profitable career, which doesn't mean that I'm playing perfectly. Obviously, there's many areas of my game which need improvement. This is probably even one of them. However, I it's just sort of the style I've been using. So I'm in the one seat here with a little over 525, and we're going to be going at it with a small blind who's a little over 554. So we're just a little bit bigger than 100 big blinds effectively. I also hadn't been at this table very long, so I don't have any reads on any of the villains. So we get pick up pocket nines here on the button. Good hand folded to us. I've been 3x raising most pots. Again, I haven't been here very long, so nobody really knows anything about me, and vice versa. Uh, Small blind bumps it up to 65, which is a very healthy over 4x raise. My options here are obviously I could just fold, I could flat, or I could 3 bet, or rather 4 bet in this case. His 65 was the 3 bet. I'm generally most comfortable in this position, just since I'm in position, just flatting and sort of evaluating and maybe just seeing how they react to certain flops, or maybe I could take advantage of certain flops. What I don't know. So what was that? 50 more for us to call, which I did, and this is the flop, and this is a pretty good flop for pocket nines. He's gonna bet 46 into a 131 pot, which is less than half pot. No way we can fold this here, so go ahead and call. This is a good turn card for us, in my opinion. We're still obviously losing to the big pocket pairs, but we're beating ace king and some other bluffy type hands. Now he bumps it up to 150 into 223. So, yeah, I'm concerned that we're up against pocket pair here. But, I've just seen ace king do this too much, or just people sort of making a run at the button. I mean, keep in mind, my button raised when it was folded to me, so small blind might think I'm just raising any two cards here, and a 65 pre-flop could have been just to steal my 2 bet on the button. So you have to keep that in mind too. So I call, and then this was an interesting river because it completes a lot of draws. 8-9 for a straight draw gets there. And obviously the flush gets there. Those are kind of in my range. I would open raise 15 on the button with 8-9 suited, or flush draw type hands, two hearts, whatnot. And so that should be a scare card to him. He shoves really quickly on this, and at this point I felt like it was a bluff. I just felt like if he had aces or kings or queens, kind of what he's repping, he would just been a little more cautious maybe about that. I understand it's only 293 his bet into a 523 pot, so perhaps he's just committed if he has the aces or not. But it just my gut feeling was that he was going to do this no matter what. That 6 of hearts should be a real scare card for him. So I call, and turns out he was bluffing. He had king jack of clubs. He was probably just trying to make a run at the with the two decent hole cards, at my $15 raise pre-flop. But this is always an interesting spot. This is typically how I play them. Again, I've been a profitable player for quite a few years now, so which isn't to say that I'm playing this hand incredibly incorrectly, but there's a lot of different ways to like play the same hand, and feel free to make any comments. Welcome to hear anything you guys have to say about this, but this is my thought process on this hand. And if nothing else, it gives you sort of something to think about when when playing poker. It's you always have to be thinking at every level, at every turn, the flop, the turn, and the river. Um, Not the literal turn, although the actual turn in this case. What the bets mean and what equity up. There's a bunch of stuff to consider. So that's how I played this hand. All right. Thanks.